What's up, you guys? I posted this boomerang on my Instagram and you guys went crazy. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what happens when you try to get salon nails at home. Okay, you guys, so I'm just starting off with the previous set. Obviously, I need to remove them before going in with a new one. I'm just using a nail clipper that I had from home. I will link one down below. You can really just use any type of nail clipper. These are very, very, very easy to remove. They're not thick or anything like that. If you find that you're having like trouble with removing the nail, I would highly suggest using a dual form. What's great about the dual form tip is they're really thin. They can really just get under the nail without really hurting you. It looks like I'm being a little bit rough, but I promise you, they really do tend to pop right off. If you're a little bit scared about damaging your nail, clearly I'm not because mine are already damaged, I would highly suggest just cutting these down all the way and soaking them off with some pure acetone. Once your nails have been removed, they're going to look damaged like mine. Now you're just going to go in with a buffer. This one's really great because it's not too rough on the nail. Make sure you really take your time in this step and use it on each and every individual nail. Removing the previous residue is creating a great base/foundation for your next product that you're going to apply on your nails. Now I'm just going in with my cuticle oil. This is a key step. I found a lot of people skip out on cuticle oil and just go right away and start kind of cutting into their cuticle or pushing them back. You really want to let this product sit on your cuticles for at least 10 minutes before you begin to rub them in. I find that there's nothing more professional looking than when your cuticles look hydrated. If you do not have any cuticle oil at home, you can easily use coconut oil or olive oil or anything you can kind of just find in your kitchen that's hydrating. Okay, so now you're going to want to take your cuticle pushbacker. This one is metal. I really like this one because it's quite gentle on the cuticles. I know it looks like I'm being quite rough. It's just because it's in a fast speed mode. But please be very gentle on your cuticles. Because the oil has been sitting on there, it's a great way just to loosen up the cuticles for when I go to push them back, just so I don't harm my nail or my cuticle in any way, shape, or form. Here's just a close-up clip of all the residue I picked up off of the cuticle pushbacker. So now you're just going to want to take a little cotton pad or a little alcohol wipe and really just remove any residue left over from the cuticle oil. You really want to make sure you get rid of any oils or any residue on the nail before applying any other products. Okay, so now I'm just taking my gel-ish polish. This is a foundation/primer for your nails. You're going to take an even thin layer throughout all of the nails just to prep it before you begin to apply product. Also, guys, make sure when you're curing your nails, it's for at least 2 minutes. Now you're just going to want to grab your dual forms. I happen to get mine off of walmart.ca. Amazon carries them as well. A keen part to the dual forms, please make sure they are slightly larger than your actual nail bed, so nothing too small and too large. Test it before applying any product to the dual form. Here I'm using the Frenchesca nail system. This is the Polygel in the shade white. It also comes with a great applicator. It's double-sided, so one of them has a brush and the other side has the metal platform. So now I'm going in with about a pea-size amount. It may look like a lot, but once you start to begin to apply the product to the clear dual form, you'll see how the product does spread out quite a bit. You're going to begin by using the metal side just to apply the product to the dual form. Once you realize how much product you need, you will begin to spread it out with the brush side. I find the parts that are the most crucial to pay attention to are just to really build up on the sides and the walls of the nail. People tend to neglect that part, and not too much on the cuticle, but also just leading it towards the end of the nail as well. You want to display a thin, even layer. Try your best to secure the dual form to your natural nail when applying it. Keep in mind and be mindful that the nails do tend to move around, especially when you're moving from one nail to another. Just make sure you apply them securely to each and every individual nail before applying it to the UV light, and just take your time with it. Once all your dual forms have been compressed to the natural nail, you will begin to insert your hand into the UV gel light for at least 2 to 5 minutes. Now that your time is up, you can begin to pop off each nail. Keep in mind, some are harder to pop off than others. So here is where I ran into trouble. As you guys can see, the nails clearly did not cure properly under the UV light. This may have to do with my mannerism or way of applying the nails. I had watched so many tutorials before buying this kit, trying to figure out what I needed and all of the shebang. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you try salon nails at home, and this was my end result. I hope that you guys can try this for yourself and it won't happen to you, but as you can see, when the product doesn't adhere properly or cure properly, the product becomes very, very bendy and the nails can break off very easily. So when it comes to everyday task of touching objects or really just picking up anything, you can see how you can run into a lot of everyday issues. Alrighty, you guys, so that wraps up my at-home salon nails. There are so many videos of the polygel nails that people do at home, making it look super easy, but I am here to show you guys the real tea and what it's really like. Thank you guys so much for watching.